creating your first landing page, and it's not a website. This is a very important topic that I want to talk today. Welcome back to another episode of Rapid Subconscious Reprogramming Community. Today is Wednesday, Entrepreneur Unleashed, and I want to talk about this very important topic about creating your first landing page when starting your business. So, whoops, no, sorry. This, I wanted to put this, sorry. Here we go. Sorry about that. So let's talk about landing pages. What is a landing page? As the word says, landing page is when people land on a place where they can see information about you. What I've seen is that a lot of people out there are losing themselves into having this fancy website, right? They spend a lot of money, and then they find themselves in a tricky position because now they maybe don't have a lot of money, right? There's a lot of people out there offering amazing websites, don't get me wrong, or funnels or whatever. And I've been reached out and people wanted to charge me from $100 to $2,000. Seriously, one guy I was talking to, he offered a couple of, it was a web, like a landing page with a couple of things, and he was offering for $2,000. He was like, oh no, because I know what I'm doing, blah, blah, whatever. Right? So you're going to find out there so many different varieties of things. But what I truly recommend, seriously, the first landing page that you have to create, I'm going to share the screen in a second, the easiest, fastest, cheapest is using social media, whether it is or Instagram, LinkedIn, or Facebook. You can use those to start creating what is the landing page. So I'm going to share my screen now to share my landing page. So again, why not a website? You can have a website, but you need to understand that you need to get people into a website, right? By inviting them. If you create a website, people are not going to just land on your website. Oh, yes, you can do SEO or SOE or whatever, search engines and things like that. But the truth is, at the end, people are not going to jump on your website just because. You need to direct them there. I'm going to close some, let me a second. I'm closing some screens because this is lagging a lot and it has to do with the screens. I have too many screens open right now. I forgot to close them before. There we go. So let me share my screen now, and I'm going to share with you guys, right, my first landing page that at the beginning, it cost me nearly nothing because I hired somebody to do it for me. So this is my Facebook landing page. You can go into LinkedIn, right, and have a LinkedIn Facebook, landing page or whatever. But I normally use Facebook. My LinkedIn, I normally don't use it. I have it, but I don't normally use it, right? So Facebook, right? Start creating the life you desire now, Rapid Subconscious Reprogramming. So I have a landing page, a place where people are going to land, and they're going to see automatically what do I do, whether it is here or LinkedIn, six-figure mindset secrets for spiritual entrepreneur coaches and consultants, right? I help people with mindset, and it could be in relationships, partnerships, growing themselves spiritually and things like that. And I also help people growing their business, right? So on Facebook, I mostly help people with mindset. Outside of Facebook, LinkedIn, I direct it more towards people growing a business, right? But again, it's having a place where people can land and can see, what do I do? They see that I wrote a book. That creates some type of authority, right? I have a nice logo. I have a title, Rapid Subconscious Reprogramming. And then it has Tommy, the Mind Engineer. And if you go down a little bit, align mind and heart to make changes to create the life you desire through unconditional love. Spiritual mindset and business coach and mentor at the Mind Engineer. And I have my website. I don't have tons of information. Sorry, I don't have tons of information. Some people put too many lines here. You got to be very, short and direct. Then as soon as you jump in, you see a video that I did with artificial intelligence, right? Talking about mindset, a little bit my journey, right? Then I have some posts that I've done, right? Procrastination, people start going down, don't ever give up. And I have some stuff. This is my first landing page. Why is this great, people? Why is this so important? Because from here, I can go into groups, any group, Tony Robbins group. Imagine I go to Tony Robbins group, right? And I post something here. If somebody sees a post of mine and they like it, and this happens to me, right? What they do is, look, I post something, It's a little bit slow, the connection, sorry. I'm going to do a search of my posts on Tony Robbins. You're going to see I have tons of posts here. So I was in a very dark place for many years of my life. Left picture, my family and friends didn't understand much. And then a nice picture on the right. So I have 32 people that commented. I have 37, 38 likes. If you keep going down, look, I have 314 likes, 297 comments. Another one, 156 likes, 100 comments. So when I post here, people might say, whoa, I love this post. I love what this guy is saying. Look, my past was affecting me today. I was not going it was not gone as most people taught me. And I talk a little about this, a nice picture about, a person looking into a mirror and seeing his past, right? And I had some people reach out from this post. Okay, from a failed marriage to an amazing 12-year second marriage, 383, 195 comments. So when you post here, there are more chances that people might say, oh, who is this guy? Who's Tommy Walker? So when they click on me, they go directly to my landing page. Boom. You cannot put your website here on Facebook because they're going to get kicked out of this group. So in this group of Tony Robbins, look at this a second. There are at this moment 1 million people in here, 1 million people. Not all of them are going to see my content, of course, but when I post here, people get to see what I'm doing. So some of them might click on my name and say, hey, who's this guy? What is he talking about? And they're going to see, whoa, look at this, right? See our amazing free mind reprogramming training to start making changes today. Click here. So boom, they click here and they open up. And now, yes, there's a link to a training. It could be, if you don't want to spend money on YouTube, it could be a Google Doc, right? It could be something that you're offering. In my case, I already grown my business. So I have a website, I have funnels, I have things like that. But when you click here, boom, it takes you to a funnel of mine, right? As soon as a person puts their information here, there's a video and a presentation, right? And then they put their information here to see the actual training. They get onto my mailing list, right? So your first landing page needs to be, in my recommendation, normally is or Facebook or LinkedIn. Because on Facebook, you can go into other people's groups, right? Look, the collective spiritual, consciousness, spiritual consciousness. Here we have 908,000 people. I'm also in this group. And in this group, I'm a moderator, right? After some time being here and paying a small fee, these people let me use this as if it were my group, kind of, right? So I can put links, I can invite people, I can talk with people and things like that, right? Directly, and they don't kick me out. So I already have this group. I have Tony Robbins group. So I have access to 2 million people. So spiritual people over here, and that are looking for personal development, spirituality. And in this group, people that are looking mostly for personal development. So which is my landing page? Again, my landing page is my profile on LinkedIn or on Facebook. So when I post and people see my stuff, look here, this was 16 hours ago, 17 likes, 57 comments. Another one, this one didn't have any comments. I don't have too much traction here and still, but I'm working on it, right? But from here, I already had at least 2 clients that I got out of this group because I can message them privately. I can do most of the things, right? So my profile is my landing page. So people see this, right? I go to my profile and they can see free stuff. They can see videos of mine. They can see, I'm offering, let's talk about addiction. I offer the lives that I put in here. So in this way, I get people interested in me, right? From a group. If I had only a website, I need to pay ads, somehow get people into my website. But when I do it on Facebook or LinkedIn, mainly, or even Instagram, that you start reaching out to people one by one, you are able to start getting what we call leads. And this is what we call organic marketing. You start posting things so that people get to know you, listen about you, and want to know more. And then they come into your Facebook profile and they start seeing what you got to offer, what are you about, how can you help them, and things like that. So this is very important to understand, to be able to save a lot of money. Because if you're able to have a landing page like this, right, you can spend $20 in creating this background picture. And you might say, $20, Tommy, that's very cheap. You know, I had people offering it for 100 and 200, 300. Okay, so I'm going to give you one of my biggest secrets that I offer in my business and in my Mindset and Business Growth Accelerator program. That is, and many people might know this, many don't, right? Is Fiverr or any other type of website that they offer services. So look at this. I want a Facebook cover image design, right? Design, imagine. So I'm going to put that in Fiverr, fiverr.com with double R, fiverr.com. If you can see there, fiverr.com. And look, I just put there Facebook cover image design. So look, epic, grab Facebook cover, banners, ads. I will design a perfect Facebook cover ad banner, mobile friendly. $15, people. And this person has more than 1,000, look at this, 1,000 likes in their work. So I look for these two, price and how many reviews do they have and what's their score. Look, this one is charging 45 and they have half of that. This one charged 10 and they have 438. This one charged 10, 101. So you can use Fiverr to do whatever you need. It's important to understand that they're very bad, you know, designers and whatever, you know, in any area, you're going to find people that are going to do a very lousy, they're going to charge you $10 and then the image is going to suck, but you know, you're paying $10. But sometimes you're going to get epic things done by people, right? And they charge you 10, 15 or $20. So I could give it a try. What I did once is I paid two of these guys to get to do one of these covers that I needed, right? And it's really cheap. Look, another one, $30, right? $10. $10. So imagine that you want to, I don't know, book cover. Look at this, you know, create me a book cover design. And I used this in the past. So look, $25, 4.9. Let's look for, look, $20, 1,000 likes. And look, I like this, how to get rich without winning the lottery, coronavirus, your financial. This, I really like this one over here, right? For $20, you can get a nice one, or you can, you know, pay more if you want and look for other things. So you can get these guys, right? You can hire one of these guys to create that background image, right? To help you create a nice image that describes what you do. So when people jump from seeing a post, a video or something, they jump here and they already get information about you. That, yes, you can have a website, don't get me wrong, but the problem with a website is that you cannot just throw that in a group and get people to jump on your website, because it's not going to happen. You're going to get kicked out. You're going to get banned. I don't want to get banned from Tony Robbins' group, because all these people are people that are looking, most of them, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of coaches up here that are trying to sell their services too. So we're competing for eyes, but there's a million people in here, right? And as I mentioned many times, since I started, this was the main group that I got 80% of my clients. Now it is maybe, I don't know, 60 or 70. I have more referrals. I have people that I've been working with. I have people that are coming from other groups, people that come from internet. I have done some ads in the past. So my mailing list is now a mixture, but I have recorded normally where they come from to understand. Okay. So when you have this landing page, first landing page, $10, people, $20. From here, you can start going to groups, sharing value, giving, you know, if somebody's struggling, you can go scroll through different posts and see if somebody is struggling. And I do that. Let me see. Look, I did that a couple of an hour or two ago. I went into a group that it was the wisdom of trauma, Gabor Mate, somebody I look up and I follow and I study. Right? My work is a combination. And look, how do you regulate a severe dysregulated nervous system? I have had chronic fatigue syndrome and chronic illness for over 7 years. So this guy talks about this. So boom, look what I did. Let me see if my answer is still there, because sometimes I'm too direct. Here, look, thanks for sharing this. What you're describing is very normal. It is not a dysregulated nervous system. Something happened during childhood that you have learned that you are safer in flight or fight. The nervous system is acting out what your mind is telling you. The mind does not have time, so it is playing our past memories in the background. I have worked with hundreds of people that along all these years that felt that way. So look at that. You see, so I'm giving them value, but I'm already starting to share with them that I know what I'm talking about. Loving and accepting the part of you that is in fight or flight will open the mind to reveal the reason behind it. When you can understand the deeper reasons why the system is always like that, interact with that part of you from the past to understand what is really needed, and you start giving that part of you what is needed, the behavior of the fight or flight will start to lower and dissolve, and you will be able to have a more calm nervous system. If you would like to know more, I have some training that can help you with this. Let me know. This was very direct. We got to be careful. In this group, I tried it and it works. In Tony Robbins, I cannot do that. But in another group, I can. So it's finding the groups, this one, another one. What kind of therapy would be suggested for somebody who has complex PTSD? So I came in and I also shared some value. On this one, I feel, I'm completely stuck. So I give them some value. So when these people see, or somebody else in this group that is looking for help sees my post, they might say, oh, who's Tommy? Boom. Start creating the life you desire now. Rapid sequence reprogramming, heal and rewire yourself for connection, unconditional love, remove mental blocks, negative habits for good, awaken your spiritual power and become one. So the guy might say, oh, what is this guy about? Let's see the training that he has or whatever. So now suddenly I'm in his circle. He might comment here and say, hey, Tommy, I'm really interested. Let me know. So now I'm going to add them. I'm going to send them a private message, right? So doing this work, you can start creating leads for free and you don't need to spend a lot of money. Having a website also requires updates and things like that. I do most of the updates in my website because I love that part of the creativity too. So I tend to do it, but I have hired people in the past to create kind of the big thing. And then I come in and do some changes, more information, change a picture, things like that, right? But I've learned how to do that. If you don't know how to do those things, it's going to cost you money, right? And at the beginning, when you're growing your business, maybe you don't have enough money to be spending all these things. So if you want to start, do it like this. Go to Fiverr, get somebody to do a nice epic picture, put it on your Facebook, start going to groups and start giving value. Start talking with people. Start showing that you know what you're talking about. As you do that, people are going to start reaching out and you're going to start reaching out. I go to Tony's Robbins group and I've shared this in the past. I'm going to go into members, right? I'm going to look here for people. Look, I'm already friends with 1,669 people from Tony Robbins Group. These are people that are looking for help, are looking to learn more. So I know that they're good, right? So I might go back into the group, right? I got to be careful not to, Tony Robbins, this is normally BS, somebody, trying to scam. So I might go here, Timothy from Morocco, India. I'm going to look for normally USA. I'm looking for people within the Florida. Look, Andre, Florida. This guy might be, I'm going to look it for a second just to show you what you can do. Check to see that if they're not a coach themselves, although they might need me, don't get me wrong. I'd rather look for somebody that, Forex trading. No, this is scammer, right? Let me go down. So I'm going to look for somebody else, right? Wesley Moore. Tulowing, Australia, no, Nigeria. So I'm just showing you Tennessee here, but they have a Pokemon there. I might not go there. So I'm going to keep going down fast. I'm trying to do this fast to show you. Oregon, Portland, Jeff, here we go. Let's see Jeff again. Does he look like a spammer, Forex trader, or something like that? He has very little in his profile. I wouldn't add him. So keep going down fast, doing, until I find somebody that I say, oh, this is a person I might look into working with, so I might add them. So what you do is you just click the add button and you keep adding people. Then you're going to go to message them, but you're not going to say, oh, I've seen you in Tony Robbins group. What you're going to say is, hey, Facebook suggested you as somebody to, to connect with. I hope you don't mind. That's what I've done. So hang on. Texas, again, I don't know, doesn't feel somebody I want to add. I'm very specific with this, but when you're starting, I would start adding people, right? Because the more people you add from here, when you post in the group, more people are going to see it. So Devin, William France is not adding me to add, so I need to keep going. Zilla, look at this. I've been going down and I haven't been able to add anybody yet that really resonates with me. Wellness practitioner, look here. This is a coach, right? So I'm not going to add them, of course, from Germany, but no, Pennsylvania, John. So I'm going to go down again and start adding people. Then I'm going to go look, right? There's a place here that you can go, settings and privacy, activity log, and you can see here connections friends, right? Recently added. You can go into friends and see who who has accepted your friend request. So look, deleted Carla's friend, no, this one, no. So your friends, remove friends, receive friend requests, send friend requests. So friends here, I can see deleted, no, sent, became friends with, sent. Look, I can see if Chelsea accepted my friend request. Here, let's see. If she accepted my friend request, I can now send her a message. So look, she hasn't still accepted my friend request. So now I'm not going to send her. But the people that become friends with me, I don't remember accepted. Tommy became friends with Chantal. You see, accepted Chantal. But there's others that it says, that the person accepted your friend request. When that happens, what you're going to do is you're going to write to them. I'm going to send them a message. Hey, Facebook, recommended you somebody to add. How are you doing? And you start talking with the person. So again, going back to landing pages, I showed you the next steps, but this is the most important part. This is nearly free, or for 20 bucks, you can have an amazing profile, right? Where people can be like, whoa, I want to know more about this person, or a website. And then people start interacting more with your stuff. But the good thing is you can go into groups, and there are groups with, look, the Wisdom of Strama, it has 53,000 people. I'm in another, now there are more groups, so you can pay and you can kind of post stuff more directly. I'm in this group too, that has 92,000 people, that I can be more direct. I have said, who wants this free training around this? And I have people raising their hands, and I even got 1 or 2 clients from this one, or 1 client from the other, I don't remember exactly. So this is a landing page. You can use this to start using in your marketing to get people to know you. And again, having a website is great, don't get me wrong, but you need to get people there. So now you need to organically lead them there. So you need still to go into groups, get people interested, talking to them, and then send them to your website. This is the fastest and easiest ways to start creating leads. I hope it makes sense. I hope you enjoyed this. If you're watching on social media, #live, if you're watching live, or #replay, if you're watching replay. Let me know what you think about this. Share, please. I'm sharing a lot of value in these calls to help as many people as possible. So thank you very much, and see you on the next call. Take care. Bye.